YouTube land that we're collector here. If you thought Jetfire was the biggest in this toy line, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. This is just Omega Supreme's box. So that fills about the whole screen. I have to hold it all the way back here for it to be completely in frame. Oh, he's sitting right there. I warned you. I warned you. I did. You could fit multiple Jetfires in fact. He's standing right here. This box is taller. Where is it? Come on. What did I drop? Oh. This box is basically as tall as Jetfire, and you could fit good 5 or 6 across it. In fact, I'll give it 4 or 5. But we have to take a look at the art. It's a big shot of Omega Supreme right here with a bunch of, well, I can't honestly tell who that is, but right there, no, that is Brunt right there. That is not Perceptor, Refractor. That is, it might be Soundwave. But I honestly can't tell who either of these two are. There's a couple Tetrajets right here. There's a stock picture of Jetfire right there. And what's the word I'm looking for? The guy that takes up the most space, Omega Supreme. Obviously, Transformers right here, Omega Supreme. Give you a good shot of the top. It's all the Autobots that are in Siege. Well, yeah, they're in Siege. Or at least the main one. So we've got Optimus Prime in the middle, Prowl, Red Alert, Hound, Sideswipe, Chromia, and Ironhide. No Smokescreen, no Crosshairs, no Mirage, no Cog, no Springer, no Ultra Magnus. Why Red Alert? I don't like. They picked one of each of the molds, the main molds. No Impactor. No Jetfire. Give you a good shot right there. On this side, you have by far the biggest of this picture. Because I'm guessing it's just the people that are on here. On this side, you have a continuation of this artwork with this ship right here, which is actually in the middle right here. On the back, you have Omega Supreme and his transformation. The bottom, you got nothing. Whew. So let's get into the nitty and the gritty of this War for Cybertron Omega Supreme. He was actually in the War for Cybertron video game, and I think somebody like Planet X, because Planet X did a whole series of video game Dinobots from the High Moon Studios games, and I think they did an Omega Supreme as well. But other than that, the last Omega Supreme I think we got was Energon. But it's not this guy. It's canonically not this Omega Supreme. But yeah, he's a big boy. Putting him on my knee, he's goes above my head. Or if I actually straighten out, I'm taller than him, but I'm hunched like this because I'm a fat boy. Oh, for size comparison, I don't want to bring out Predaking, but he is slightly bigger than Predaking. If I have Predaking right down here, Predaking barely reaches, like his head is below Omega Supreme's shoulder level. So his head is about here. We've got all of this. And in the package, these are separate because, well, we'll get to that in a bit. Oh, he is not a light boy. He is a little bit chunky and a lot of bit ratcheted. But let me give you first a shot of the head. It does have light piping. There's a very tiny strip of right here, which does allow for light to get in. Can I do this properly without blinding you guys? And with you being able to see his eyes? That works. Yep, that works. But my question, why does he have orange eyes on the toy when he's got blue eyes on the packaging? And other than that, I've heard there's a way to remove, I think you can remove his the plastic covering his face, because a buddy of mine said he had an issue with the face where somebody's fingerprint was on it, but I don't know how to do that, and I really don't think I want to, because that face is good enough on its own. Like, I think it's white because it definitely looks white, but that is a pretty good face sculpt. He's kind of he's kind of doing that thing in this helmet. This very nice looking helmet with a little gun for a ponytail, or a gunny tail, if you will. Along with so much detail. Like, there's way too much to go into, but there's the giant Autobot insignia right there. I mean, giant. It's bigger than... It's almost as big as a Minicon. Or a Micromaster, excuse me. Whew. I can't hold him for very... Oh, hello. Oh. He is... He's good and big. He's got hard points everywhere. These bits... I have to be actually close to the camera. Do everything. These bits right here, which look like guns, it's got hard points. Also, the only other accessories he comes with beside his body are this stack of what look like cola candies. They literally look like there's the gummy cola candy bottles, like the gradient black to kind of like weird. I'm not sure what color that is, like brown or something. Comes with that stack and two more of them. No, they're not candy. Do not eat them. But the color scheme, it's definitely Omega Supreme. There's some red, some yellow, some beige, and some lighter beige. Same buddy of mine was telling me that this is actually like the lighter beige is actually like pre-sun bleached white sort of deal. Because I'm guessing the original had some white on it that was susceptible to the ravages of time. So they pre-did that to this guy to give it that kind of look. Oh, he also has some silver like on his sides right there. And instead of scraping for bow damage, he's got kind of burn damage around a bunch, like most of his 5mm pegs, like ports. One on each arm, I think. Two on each arm. One each of theirs. And two here on each leg. That is the story of this whole toy, is ratchet joints, and I absolutely love it. He is a behemoth to play with. And he's got his translucent orange claw. It's not translucent, but it is trans orange? No, that doesn't. Translucent orange. I wish I could call it translucent, but nope. Also, it's a bit too high up. Basically the parts that make up his chin strap beard, these are a little bit flexible. Other than that, he's just got like a mountain of detail, like everywhere. No surface on him is without molded in detail, and there's just too much to go into. So, articulation. Let's start at the head. It's got a basic swivel. The ponytail does have a joint. And it also can rise up on a secondary neck joint, the black piece in there, to get that swivel and to get some forward and backwards rocking. Nothing really side to side. It's not a ball joint, but it's got those two neck joints. The rest of him is ratcheted. So, shoulders. Oh, I'll take this guy off just to give you a proper example of the shoulder. All the way up. All the way down. Outwards. A little bit softer, but still, you do have a non-ratcheted bicep swivel right at the elbow, but also the elbow ratcheted. The rest of this arm is for transformation, so we'll go over here, which is the same, but also has a softer ratcheted twisting claw. I do wish this would spin. That's the word, spin. Like you could have a spinning, like press a button and it would just automatically go instead of ratcheting. But we don't live in the days of those gimmicks anymore. But this claw also has fingers with. Let's start from the base. Start in 1, 5 ratchets in each finger, along with, which kind of looks like he's charging a super weapon. Also has another joint in each of, like, the secondary part of the finger, I guess. So you can go all the way in, dig out. I like to keep it one ratchet out, keep it a little bit contained. This also does some stuff for transformation, which we'll get to. Yeah. Here, I'll give you a size comparison. Here he is with Jetfire. Jetfire comes up to his crotch. Yep. I'm also holding him. He basically comes up, head is at crotch level. It's a big boy. Get over there, Jetfire. Behold the glory of Jetfire. Wait, that's movie Jetfire. Oh, that's probably applicable to G1 Jetfire as well. Waste. This is the big issue with Jetfire, but this guy goes all the way around. Oh. Hips are kind of a problem going forward, but at least on my copy. They really want to stop about here. But you can kind of force the joint to go higher a bit. It goes basically forward or straight, but then it sinks back down. That's kind of a problem. Backwards, all the way. Very nice. Outward, side to side. Ready for it? You're not ready for this sound. Oh. That's such a good sound. Oh, splooge. Oh. Oh. Thigh swivel. Also ratcheted for some reason. Knee. The thigh swivel goes all the way around. Knee. Ready for this? $90. You can go all the way back. Like he's running at full sprint. And the ankle. Nothing forward and backwards, unfortunately, but ratcheted ankle tilt. Oh man. This guy is quite the toy. I like to keep the hand there, about there. The only thing you could remotely call kibble would be these pieces right here, but because they're important to the transformation, but they don't really do anything in robot mode. I'll give you a shot of the back as well. I mean, how much? There's quite a bit more red here on the backs of his legs, like the joints and these pieces. No Tamashi stage compatibility because why would you need to? Why? He's a goddamn building. He can stand on his own. Like, look at that colossal. Like, I couldn't keep him up. He's too freaking heavy. He does look a little bit silly proportion-wise. Like, tiny shoulders, tiny forearms, biceps, and then just a gigantic. Or is that the. Then just it leads to a gigantic piece. Like, it's a little. It looks a little like he doesn't work on his shoulders, but he can pull it off just because of that. Oh. So, to transform any other gimmicks this guy has, well, you can flip open these bits for missiles. Well, actually, 4 missiles on each side, but actually 4 missiles and then a set of Macross missile spam. You can open up his legs, which you can stick Micromasters. These are more useful in his other mode. And he is a duocon, in meaning this one robot forms 3 different vehicle modes. Sort of. You can flip open this, but like he forms a tank, a missile, and a track. Like he does. I'm trying to think of somebody said he formed a train. He doesn't form a train. He forms a missile, a tank, and basically a playset. So that means there is quite a bit of parts forming on this guy. Ooh, parts forming, worst toy ever. It's the only way they can make it work. You can't make it work as one singular piece. So first off, remove the wings. Yeah, I talked about the waist joint. So remove the wings. I'll show you they slide in right here. There's a little bit of a connection, but not much. Then you want to remove his entire arm section. Put it off to the side. Then you want to take this panel, fold it down, fold these bits up, and remove this entire section right here. This is a tank right here. So I'll show you it connects right into there, and the arms connect by pressing down this spring-loaded tab right here. So let's put this down, and I'll have to show you. This thing kind of does a transformation into the missile. It does it's a double hinged motion. If I can get, yeah. So you have to make sure it's fully extended out when going into robot mode. I'll show it from this angle. Okay, let's focus on this bit first. So straighten that out, rotate, fold it up, slide that down, extend the tip. That's one side of the missile. The other side, do the same thing, straighten up, except this time you're going to slide in, straighten all these out, and I would prefer to do one click down, because I'll show you why when we have it in a bit. I'll show you, because I'm not going to put the camera on the ground, I'm going to have to hold it in midair. These bits, basically, they straighten out like this, and there's two pieces that fold out on each side. Then you collapse it around, encompassing everything. And then you fold it in and in. It's going to lock into itself, and just make sure that stays like that. Come to this side, do the same thing. And there you have a missile. And basically make all the dick jokes you want. I'm fully erect. I am happy to see you. It's not a banana in my pocket. Let's put this off to the side. And I'll show this now, but the way it sits on the ground, if you have it all the way forward, it's going to plant itself but not be stable on the ground. It's going to be wobbly because this piece is hitting the ground before these pieces do. So ratchet each piece down one click, and they will actually touch the ground and provide support, and they won't crumble under the weight of your penis missile, or just like crotch rocket. But bump. Let's take this piece now. You're going to turn this into a tank. So first off, there's a connection on each side. Fold this piece outwards, fold it around like so. You can tab that back into place. Take this section, fold out these guns, and then you're going to want to basically, you have to make it so these two connection pegs right there tab into two holes in the hinge, I think. Or nope, they actually tab in right below. Yep, they tab into those two holes right next to the circles, I think. Yes. And then you have it like this. And then the last step, take this chunk, which has a clip right here to clip into the body. And it's also got a clip here to clip into the base, and basically fold it out and tab everything securely. And there you have a tank, which is his vehicle mode. And you can reopen this if you want, and you can actually let's take a Micromaster. I think you can actually fit probably 2 Micromasters, I imagine. Let's try and do this. Yeah, two Micromasters. Fit them inside. Pick the Autobot ones, because that makes sense, but they rattle around a bit. There's also a bit of, right here, bit of paint issue right there, but now we have a tank. It's got 2 kind of crappy wheels on the bottom. That's the sound of it rolling. It's kind of painful. Let's take these sections, and you're going to split them in half. length like this. And you're going to want to fold out each of those. And besides all the molding, all the detail on them, there are hard points here, here, and here. Yep. Along with this thing, which apparently does stuff. It's it looks like it's a separate piece because you've got, yeah. You got that right, looking right there, but no, it's not going to move. So you do that with both of them. These are the track. I'll put them down there. That the tank and anybody else you want to is going to roll on. And then you take the big chunky body, fold this back up. You're going to want to rotate it like so. Then take the legs, fold them all the way out, fold the knee, and then take these little pieces on his thighs right here, and if you can get a grip, there you go, and fold them all the way out to form little ramps. Sort of. And that's everything. So now you take this, you connect it in here, like that, like that. You take the other one. I gotta sit all the way back just to do this, so you'll be able to hear me. Tap that one in. Take that one. And that is the base, which you would then put the crotch rock right in here. But I'm not going to do that because I would have to play with it down here, and that takes me out of frame. But you can see the tip right here. So along with the tip, you can fit that because the tip has a 5mm port. So in the arm, you can look. I think this arm is supposed to be a gun, or at least you can make it look like a gun. But there is hard points everywhere. Here, you can take effect parts, plug them here, plug them on each side, plug them in here. Where's the other one? Oh, it's up top. Plug it here, plug it in down here. You can actually plug one. I didn't realize until I looked at TF Wiki. There's actually a 5mm peg hole in each finger, and they give you 3 of these tiny ones, so you can do that in robot mode. That looks creepy. Let's talk. Oh. About this. And this is where this guy. This is really hard to show, but there's actually more things you can do. Like, where's my... There are these little black pieces. Which... Ah, there you go. Which flip out. So on the side, right there, there's also one in the crotch. Or it's not a, it's just a little piece right here that you flip out. But the big thing about these pieces is kind of like the Lego sets or something like that. You can add on additional, or no, they're like train sets. What was the toy line? But you can, like, the connecting pieces, like for the track, it uses that T system that this piece also uses. So let's say you want to connect, I don't know why you would connect Astro Train to it, but you can do that. Then rotate it like that. Oh, did I just break that? I hope I didn't. Nope, we're all good. And that's why in the Astro Train video I mentioned it was being re-released in Earthrise, because they're doing a lot of this interconnectivity for bases in Earthrise, so you can connect it there if you want, or it doesn't work there, but that kind of thing. And this track is also big enough for deluxe class Autobots to drive around in. Can I get it all in frame? You can get, like, doing that kind of thing. And I don't hate to bring up Smokescreen for a split second, but something I completely missed in his and the Blue Streak videos, that these two guns, I didn't realize, they have unique tab, they can connect to each other, which is the point of the half peg. And then you can plug it in like that. I completely missed that in Blue Streak and Smokescreen reviews, because I was just messing with it now, getting ready for this video. But yeah, that's neat. I don't think that's something these guns have ever done before Siege in any other toy. But oh, you also, these pieces we flipped out right here also have the same connector piece, so you can connect pieces right there, things like that. What else this thing can do? These openings, you can fit Micromasters in. I have to bring the rocket back. This has a hinge right here, 2 hinges to take a, do I have any other? I'll take somebody else. Actually, this is, what's his name? Nope, don't crap out on me. Countdown. His name is Countdown. And he was on Mega Supreme's shoulder, and he's his little partner, Micromaster, kind of like Cog, to like exactly like Cog, but he wasn't turned into a weaponizer. This is his alt vehicle mode. It's a scanning thing. It's not really a car, because it's obviously just his legs, but it's trying. It has molded in detail on the legs of like an engine or something. I'm not sure, but it's very weak. It's just the rest of him is just right there. Fold in the peg, fold out the legs, fold the arms down, fold in the radar. There you have little Countdown. His face is kind of nice, silver with blue eyes. His articulation is very hindered. Ball jointed shoulders have almost like no outward range, but they do have full forward and backwards, along with ball jointed hips and the deep knee bend for transformation. You could also flip out his radar dish for whatever reason, but he fits right in here. Somebody is actually manning this crotch rocket. Browse around a little bit. Anything else? Well, and I still have a Micromaster in one of these legs. This one. Right here. I guess he's supposed to like drive out, but it's kind of awkward. There's more molded in detail in there. You could probably fit Micromasters. There's no ports on the main chunk. You can fit guns on the tracks if you want, like this guy, but I don't know why you want to, considering you've got Autobots. Theoretically, you've got Autobots driving around. Although, considering this is a very small loop, it's about that big. It's like a hula hoop around my neck, but with just a robot in the middle of it. But I like the whole idea of a playset, because it immediately adds value to anything in Earthrise, because like you get pieces and they immediately can attach to this, and you can have like you can do cool stuff. But some people don't like base modes because it very obviously is just a folded up robot, but missing pieces because his head is right here. Oh, I didn't mention the tank turret. It can't do side to side. It can only do up and down. The gun arms can only do up and down as well. And obviously, hello, he's right there. He's not even trying to hide his head, which is why the swivel of the tank turret is hindered. I wish his head folded away. I really do. I'm curious, if I transform this, can I actually keep the Micromasters in there? Let's find out. Well, I have to take them out for a split second, but I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Oh, now I do, because of this transformation. No. They still fit. So you can take a MicroMaster, put them right there. Sort of. Yep, they still fit. And then put it right back in if you want. I'm not going to do the whole transformation now because it takes way too long. Like especially this thing. It's going to take a few minutes, and I'd rather wrap up the video, not have an hour long. 45 minutes is enough because this is a big toy, but oh. Oh. Just imagine him with arms for a split second. Do I recommend this guy? If you're willing to pay the price. He's going to cost you Canadian about $220. But what you get for that is a big robot, lots of articulation, and a alt mode that, well, his alt mode is a playset, basically. He's a giant version of a MicroMaster playset. As a robot, he is all that and a bag of chips. The ratchet solo from this guy, just like. I could do that all day. I could just play with his joints all day. He is solid. He is hefty. He does not feel light. The playset, take it or leave it. The tank mode is it's kind of flaky. Like his head is right there, but it still kind of looks cool. This thing, a million jokes you can make. All worth it. I do hope they release more track, like small packs of track you can buy to make the loop even bigger, because that would be really fun. Because just having this feels a little limited, because they're just driving in a small circle. Granted, it's small on this scale, but that's one thing. I would like to. Can you even? I've never checked if you could hook the. Oh wait, no, I did check. You can hook. Say you can do. Yeah, you can do this. It kind of hinges. Well, that's just because. Yeah, you could make more track. And I seriously hope they do. You can't do. You can do that. Make more track, please. That would be very nice. You can literally you can actually legitimately have a circle with just the track without connecting it to the robot. Granted, it's a little bit silly, but you can do it. Ugh. How long am I going to wear this? Beep boop. Crush the humans. What alien movie do I look like I'm from? Leave your answers in the comment section below. Or, what was it? Didn't some century they used to wear fluffy coil? This around their neck? So thank you for watching. Well, that's not. I think it was. I have no idea. Oh no, it's a hula thing. No, it's a. What's it called? They did them in Hawaii. Not a reef, but well, I'm actually a reef is an appropriate answer. I'm wearing a reef made of plastic. Huh. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. This is a big toy. It's definitely the Christmas get, like the big Christmas item this year. At least when it comes to Transformers. This is a big present you wait all year for because it's so darn expensive. And I think it is a worthwhile Christmas present. So, yep. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. And I will see you guys in the new year for Earthrise. Let's get excited. This sure got a rise out of me. I'll stop now. Bye. Keep it weird. Bye-bye.